Hello everybody, I'm John Evans and you're watching another episode of Mid-Mod Money, the show that teaches you how to buy and sell vintage items for a profit. Thanks for watching. Happy Monday. We're happy to have you in my basement for the next 10 minutes or so. And you're going to see incredible vintage treasure per usual. Things like this coconut carved into two monkeys kissing whilst sharing a blanaba. Look at these two monkeys with googly eyes. They're in love. They're sharing a banana. Why not? They're on vacation. This was $3 at my local Goodwill. I was at Goodwill in LaVale, Maryland. And while I was in line, there was another line, and the lady goes, I was here yesterday and I almost bought that. Well, lady, you should have had done that, because this little monkey's worth about $18, but probably find its way into our private collection. I want to get started. Before we get started, I want to say, hey, everybody, hit the subscribe button, because that way, what's going on there? That way, you can win fabulous prizes first Monday of the month if you subscribe. And also, please, while we're thinking about it, hit a like button for a guy. Let's get started. An amazing show compiled completely of flea market treasure. That's right. It's the end of flea market season. Might as well say goodbye. Say goodbye to those huge profit margins, because you find some really great deals at flea market, starting with this Nautilus. What is that? That's a planter. That's what that is. Of a Nautilus shell. On the bottom, it is unmarked, although one online said this was Fitz and Floyd. If you don't know Fitz and Floyd, they did a lot of cool, whimsical pottery in the 70s. I saw one of these. The asking price was $49 for the Nautilus. I know. I don't think it's worth that much, but I'm going to ask about 26 to 28 bucks for this perfect condition 1970s shell planter. Next thing I found. This is nice. This is nice. Look at that. That is made by Viking glass. This monkey, this see no evil monkey, which I assume there'd be a hear no and a speak no, but there isn't. There's just Viking made a see no evil monkey. I found this for $3, which is incredible, because these go for about 25 to 30 bucks. Also, nice to find the tag. You don't always find that on a piece of glass. And for them to ask $3 for it shows me they didn't do any research. They also made a white version of this and a blue. So, Bolo on the other two colors of Viking glass. You see no evil monkeys. Next thing I found. Now, this is a kind of an underrated area of buying and selling, but people who know, they know. And this is these little organizers in the avocado green color. Yeah, people like these, and they buy them just as fast as you put them out. If you have a booth, this one is all plastic. This one is metal and has a handle, which is kind of unique. They're both in great condition. No cracks, no chips. I will say that these go between 25 and 30 bucks in this size. They get bigger, but these smaller ones still get 25 to 30. This was at the Somerset Indoor Flea Market. Lady had both of them, and I said, I will give you $5 for both. And she was happy as a clam to do that. So I'd like to see 50 bucks. All right, next thing I found. Let's get back into some glass, which is very common to see in the flea market circuit. I found this Swan. Now, I don't really know who made this. A lot of people made swans. This was $3 without even knowing who made it, because of that color. It's worth about 15 to 20. I'd probably put it on the lower side, like $15, but at $3, you got to buy it. And the same person had this amber, hand blown. Remember, look for that round pontil thing. That shows something's hand blown. This was $5, and it was over a sticker that had a bunch of explanations about who owned it, and a $20 price tag. So not sure what they're doing selling this for $5, because its real value is probably $27, $28. But to get a hand-blown amber vase, which is a color that is still hot, is a good deal. Next thing I found, probably the best deal I found profit-wise, 25 cents a piece on these glasses with the 70s design. 25, I mean, this is a $26, $28 set for $1.50. That's why I'm going to miss flea market season. Now, one of these people out there at Braddock Flea Market had items for $1. $1. And this is crazy because one of those items was a whole box of melamine plastic, some of it Texas ware, like these bowls in these 60s, a whole box for $1. I don't know if this was an antique store going out of business or what was happening, but I seemed to get there pretty early, and I think I got the four best things they had. So a whole box of these, which I will piece out for over $20 in various colors. This 60s plastic. Great color. $1. And Texas ware, by the way, are the people, can you see that even? That's who made those bowls that have the tetrazo, or that whatever you, kitchen trattoria, whatever that tetrazo, that speckled look is, whatever they call it. We have it in our kitchen. I should know. Next thing I found for $1, this item. Now, I don't usually look at these, but if everything's $1, I'm going to inspect it. I'm going to make sure there's not a chip or a crack. You polish this up. This is $14 in my booth. Not my cup of tea, but hey, if you're buying and selling, learn to buy things that aren't your cup of tea. How about that? Next thing I found for $1. Oh, geez. What'd I do with it? There it is. There it is. These weird 70s games do sell. They do. But here's the eBay history of this. Somebody sold one of these. I mean, I've seen them sold for $20 plus 10 shipping. I've seen people spend $30 to get this game. Also, I've seen a $2 sale price with 11 shipping. So someone sold this online for $2 American dollars. This is from 1977. These games are really, really niche, but they do have a market. I'm going to put it in my booth for about $20. And again, when you want to buy this, you want to be in at $1, you know, and then there is worth picking these weird 70s game. 221B Baker Street. Whodunit? A real whodunit. Let's see. Somewhere, yes, a strawberry shortcake mug for $1. That is insane. These sell for $18, $20. Easy. And I think we're down to our last item, which is crazy because how did we get here so fast? This last thing I love. I found this. I collect this kind of stuff, so it was great to find it. And it's my favorite item of the flea market, which is why this is at the Somerset, Pennsylvania indoor flea market. I found this for $5. $5. The 1970s disco light. Yes, look at that. Come on. They all look like they're working, and some of these move with the music, like they'll pulse with the music. This is not one of those. This is just on a random thing, and I swear to you, if the lights were turned down here, this would look even way better. And these things have a great market. They're 35 to 50 bucks for this. The ones that are sound activated are even a little bit more expensive, but because this one's just like a random cluster of lights. But with the lights out, like I said, this is straight fire. And I paid $5 for this. So if I could get 40 bucks, I'm still making 35. And how about that? Like, let's see what I did. I spent $28 total. 28 bucks. High profit when it's all said and done through my booths on eBay, Facebook Marketplace. Perhaps I'm looking at 266 bucks off of 28. That is a high profit deal, and you can do it too. Like I said, keep watching my program, Mid Mod Money. I'll show you how, and remember, always round up.